Hey all, so I was pretty busy last week with this work thing that required me to work different hours, so I couldn't really record. But this week should be easier. But yeah, life has been okay, I think. I went to Anime Weekend Atlanta over the weekend. It was kind of fun. Bought some little trinkets and charms for myself. But I didn't really see any Puyo. I don't think I saw any Puyo stuff. A little disappointing, but I mean, not like I had like super high expectations anyway. I don't really know how to keep extending this though. Okay, well definitely that was not the way though. I actually did have something, but then I messed it up with the yellows. We want to do a 3-chain. Can I get prepared? I don't really have... I don't think I have enough. Also, I needed those reds there actually. Okay. I gotta focus on chaining more cleanly. Also, what I spent the last week doing was working a lot more on my Discord bot project, the Puyo Quest bot rewrite in Rust. It's going really well, and I'm managing a lot more now that I've learned a lot from my jobs. The only thing, I'm finally reaching the point where I do feel the pain points of the Rust ecosystem from being so young though. Although, actually, I don't know if any ecosystem is free of this. But I spent all of yesterday dealing with some, I don't know, like basically the different libraries I was using all have to deal with like URL encoding, but they were all doing it ever so slightly differently, leading to really different results. Once he needed to do like string comparisons and stuff. I think they don't have any yellows or greens yet. This should be okay. Please finish. Just in time. Oh wait, they still want to go? Wasn't really sure what to do there. They had 2 garbage over column 1, so they can't dig that easily. Okay, I had good eyes there. There's also other things too where I guess in the Rust ecosystem you have to be a lot more, I guess you're expected to be a lot more manual about like how you handle serialization of different formats. And then when your target is JSON, that causes some issues, I guess. Especially when it comes to the dreaded, when it comes to date handling. So I was having this other problem too where I was trying to like serialize the date. But basically one library was so I guess the most common date format you see when you serialize dates in like JavaScript, I guess, is like RFC 339. But the format where it has like the Z for like UTC time, but then the other alternative is to do it as just, wait, hold on, I don't want to like, oh no, wait, that cuts. The other alternative is to do, so for the UTC streak, you can either do like a Z for the UTC time zone, for the UTC time zone, or you could do like +00:00 to denote like the hour offset for your time zone. So I think for most, well, the thing is, some libraries go back and forth between like what is their default, like is it with the Z or is it with like not the Z. So I was going into random issues where I was like, why is this different? And I thought they were both using the same default, but it turns out they weren't. So I was just highly confused. Also, I need to focus. You are hungry for some sort of attack, so I'll make one that's better. So I was just trying to write some like integration tests, I guess. I was just gonna compare the output, because I was basically writing a REST API, I guess, and just doing some integration tests where I like try to assert the output, but like for one direction, the library was using its own serialization pattern where it chose the Z, but then like my other configuration was putting like the +000. So I had to do like this deep dive into like the source code of all the libraries I was using to finally arrive at like where it was deciding which serialization format it was using. So that was an experience. And I mean, I learned something. I feel like this should be enough. There was also other things too, like, okay, well, URL encoding is something basic that everyone kind of runs into. But the thing is, the thing I ran into too was that, like, another subtle difference that they just want to do like some sort of like Hellfire or something, right? I'm not gonna play that game here. Just take the whole chain. Anyways, another thing I ran into too was I think so. Basically, I was trying to. So like in like an HTTP API, you can like have parameters in like your path or like your query string or the body of the response of the request. And so I thought the data I was working with, I could like put like a character. So basically it's for Puyo Quest, right? So like all the characters have like names, right? So I thought I could put like their names in like the path and for it to still work. But then there's all sorts of random issues to deal with, like some characters have special characters in their names, like accent marks and stuff. Which I thought some... So like those get like percent encoded, but then also another thing that's handled differently sometimes is like just spaces. So that can be either like plus signs or percent 20, like percent encoded. Oh, you countered that. Wait. Okay, I had decent reflexes there to know that they were gonna like cut up their chain. And like basically but also the client generator I was using too was trying to plus encode basically or whatever some stuff in advance when I didn't really want it to, which then doesn't play nicely with like how my API worked either. So I don't know, I'm basically saying a bunch of random complicated things, but essentially what I had to decide to do was just... I feel like, what are they doing? That doesn't work. Anyways, what I basically just had to do was refactor my thing entirely. Give up on... The thing is, I guess normally it would be okay to put names or really any kind of like UID or something in like the path, because those, if you're in control of them, you can control them. So always just use like standard ASCII characters. But since these are like names from a SEGA game that I don't like, you know, control, then there's no telling like what characters could be in there and like what kind of like encoding we'll have to like deal with in the future. So I was like, okay, never mind. I'll just like refactor my API so that it handles the name more in like the request body or in a query string where the encoding is more predictable. you ready? No way you're digging. Oh, wait, I already took you out. They were doing a lot of one chains. I don't know why, but that basically puts them behind. Can you handle this next one? How do I? Please don't fall in a complicated way. But my tail isn't good enough to beat that. Oops. Wow, that's a lot. There was something I could have done better with the purples in the front. Oh shoot. Wow, this video's ran off for like 17 minutes. I guess when I ramble on and on about programming stuff, I kind of lose track of time. Okay, how about this? You can't dig that, really. But you still counter. Okay. Wow. I don't really stand a chance here. Actually, wait. You don't have to write blues there. Hold on. Did they kind of throw? I mean, I think they just got really greedy, but they didn't. Did they really have to make all that? All right. Yeah, that's enough for today. Thank you for listening to all my software developer struggles. I feel like if I was more experienced as a developer, I would have foreseen some of these issues. But that's where I'm at right now. All right, see y'all.